June 6, 1944, the Allied forces stormed the beaches of Normandy. In honor of that, we're going to be talking about Saving Private Ryan from 1998.
Great movie.
Yeah. I'm Brian.
And I'm Matt.
We're the Retro Sons. Now, since you remember this movie a bit better than I do, and you've seen it more than me, I expect you to do a great deal of the talking. I mean, I'll join in, but...
I don't know if I can do that, but I can talk about it some.
Yeah.
Like you talked about, the battle in the beginning of the movie was one of the best battle scenes I think they've ever filmed.
It was brutal and probably pretty accurate, too.
Yeah. I hear that World War II veterans that watched the video got PTSD from that scene.
Yeah.
And it's almost a half an hour long right in the beginning.
Ooh, I couldn't imagine being there for that.
I couldn't either. It was brutal.
Yeah. I mean, how they conquered it, I can't imagine.
Yeah.
And I saw how they did it in that, but still.
Yeah. Wouldn't be easy. I remember I had a Call of Duty game or something back in the day.
Yeah.
That was that. It started on that level.
I couldn't even beat that level.
Yeah. I couldn't imagine doing it with like an M1 Garand. That's a heavy rifle to be lugging up the beach and...
Yeah, it is.
Trying to avoid explosions and minigun fire and all that.
Right. Against, like, bunkers.
Yeah.
Where you don't have, like, a clear shot of the enemy. And they're just picking them off before they're even off the boats, and they have to jump over, and
yeah.
their heavy equipment dragging them down. They're getting shot under the water.
Yeah, and they ate big breakfast before they left, so that's why they showed all those people throwing up in the boats.
Yeah.
That actually happened. So it was very accurate to how it actually happened.
Right.
From what I mean, I wasn't there, but...
No, but you can
from
imagine.
What I'm told, yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah.
I like how they showed, like, they didn't really get into it, but Tom Hanks, Miller...
Yeah.
He had his hand was shaking, which was post-traumatic stress disorder. They didn't really get into it or say what it was because they didn't know back then. But
right. But they kind of touched on it, like they call attention to his hand shaking.
Yeah. Like every time they showed it, and they showed his men seeing it happen.
Yeah, reacting to it.
Yeah, and the more the movie went on, the more he did it, and the more they noticed.
Mm-hmm.
And he talked to it with that one guy there, his second in command.
Yeah, Horvath. Horvath is the only name that sticks in my head. I don't know if it was him or not.
Yeah, it was an all-star cast, though. We say that about all the movies we watch, but there's a lot of them.
Mm-hmm. Tom Hanks, Matt Damon.
Yeah, those are the main two.
Vin Diesel.
Nathan Fillion.
Yeah.
He has a small part in the movie.
Mm-hmm. That was before he was all big.
Yeah, before he was more famous.
Ted Danson.
Yeah, Ted Danson.
Paul Giamatti.
Yep, Paul Giamatti. So there's a lot of big names in it. Bryan Cranston.
Oh, yeah.
I forgot he was in it.
Yeah, he popped up in it.
I watched it last night. The thing I don't understand about it is how did that one lady know that 2 or 3 Ryans, like of the same family, all died?
And then there's a fourth?
Yeah. I don't know how they figured that out. I didn't really get into it, but...
Right. But... After the battle in the beginning, it shows one of the soldiers who had died, and it said his name was Ryan. And then it cuts to the ladies typing the letters to send home to the families.
Yeah.
And one of the ladies realizes that there's a couple of Ryans, and she figures out that their brothers.
Yeah. The third one had died, so 3 out of the 4 brothers died, and... in the war so far.
Yeah, so they decide to find the final one and send him home before he dies too.
That's the one thing I don't really know about the movie.
I don't know if they would have really done such a thing.
Yeah, I don't think they would have been able to figure that out.
Right. But it made for a good movie anyway. Yeah. So then Tom Hanks' character, Captain Miller, is tasked with finding the remaining brother and getting him home safely. So that's what the bulk of the movie is, and looking for him.
Yeah.
Through France. They're going like the week after D-Day. They're hunting him down. Well, hunting might be the wrong word because that sounds more like evil intent. But
yeah, but they're looking for him. And Nathan Fillion is also Ryan.
Yeah, James Ryan.
James Ryan, yeah. So they think That's who it is, and that's a funny scene. There are a lot of funny parts in it. It's
Yeah.
not just all war and savagery and stuff. But
It is a funny scene, but also thinking about it,
it's kind of sad for him.
Then he's worried about his brothers and he wants to go home.
Yeah.
But
it's on the top list of like a lot of lists of like top, like most accurate war movies ever made.
yeah, it seems like, what was it, Steven Spielberg directed it. Like he paid attention to detail and he really put thought into it and care. But he usually makes a good movie anyway.
Yeah, he does. And Tom Hanks always makes a good movie too.
Yeah, and Matt Damon.
Yeah.
Yeah, so pretty
I
enjoyable.
heard they all went to Army like actual training, and Matt Damon skipped it, so everybody that he was filming with would like dislike him during the filming. So
yeah, they did.
Because during the movie they kind of disliked him.
Yeah, without even meaning. I mean, he was putting a lot of extra workload onto him or whatever.
Yeah, but it wasn't his fault really. But
I know that, but
he knew that everyone was supposed to dislike him during the filming, so he didn't go to it on purpose, so they would hate him.
They didn't like Upham there either, the new corporal interpreter guy.
Yeah.
That scene when
They
Tom
liked him
Hanks was
near the end.
Yeah, when Tom Hanks was recruiting him or whatever, it was funny because he's like a real fish out of water type of thing, or whatever you want to call it. Like he was not used to combat and wasn't looking forward to it, and he's more.
He was more a translator. That's why they brought him along, because he spoke French and German.
And he wants to bring his typewriter and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And Miller just like takes it and throws it. He's like, you don't have to carry that. Yeah. He grabs the wrong helmet. He grabs like a German helmet.
Yeah. He's like, what is that, a souvenir?
Like you said before, a lot of funny scenes.
It's almost a 3-hour movie too, and it doesn't seem like that long.
No, it doesn't.
Like it flies by once you start watching it. And I've seen it probably 4 or 5 times now, 5 or 6 probably.
Yeah, 3 or 4 for me, 2 or 3. I don't know.
Yeah, between 4 to 6 for me. I'll say.
Yeah.
But it's a great movie. What year? 98. It
98.
came out?
Yep. But
so 25 years ago. It doesn't seem like it's that long either.
no. But then also like a real war, nobody's really safe in it because you got people from his group there
Fighting against each other.
and like little ambushes. They might lose somebody. Like Caparzo there, he wanted to save the
kid,
the French girl.
Yeah. So you reminded him of his niece.
Yeah, but then you saw how that ended for him.
Yeah.
And then Wade also got it. And then they took a German POW, and they all wanted to kill him except for Upham because he didn't think it was right. And that they let him go. And that didn't work out well at the end.
Yeah, he ended up killing 2 or 3 of the men.
Yeah.
In the group, which I don't think would have happened, but
no,
but then Upham ends up killing him in the end.
Yeah.
But that's a pretty gruesome scene too.
Yeah,
the knife fight.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of gruesome parts there.
Yeah, and in the beginning scene, they actually had like real amputees so they could portray it more accurately.
Yeah, like the loss of limb parts.
Yeah. But yeah, there's a lot of bodies on that beach when they panned after the fight.
Yeah, even dead fish from the water were washing up on shore.
Yeah, the water was just like red with blood. So there's a lot of action in this movie, though. I mean, there's a lot of quiet parts too, but it all builds towards the tension. And like, I think the pacing is perfect in this movie, the way they did it.
Yeah, it is. And
the quiet parts are like the calm before the storm, kind of.
And they show the people bonding a bit more too. Like they're all trying to figure out where Captain Miller came from and what he did before he joined up. And they have a pool going to figure out, like, I don't know exactly what the
what
pool
he
is,
did for a job and where he comes from.
Yeah,
because he didn't really talk to his lower. Like he said, he has to complain to people higher than him, so he'd never complain or talk about himself to his men.
Yeah. And then during one of the tense scenes where they're turning on each other, he just opens up and tells them about himself.
Yeah.
And then they don't really find Ryan until what, the last half hour or 45 minutes.
Yeah, pretty close to the end.
Yeah, and he doesn't want to abandon his.
The movie kind of starts and ends with two great battles.
Yeah, it does.
I like that one at the end too. It's not as good as the one in the beginning, but it's still very good.
Yeah.
Like it's urban.
They have to take out the
broken
tanks.
down buildings. Yeah, there's 4 tanks and like 50 soldiers and stuff. And there's, what is there, like 20 or 30 men?
I think so.
So they're outnumbered.
Yeah. I like when he was explaining the sticky bomb thing.
Yeah.
It's just funny.
It's in the manual. You should look it up.
Does anyone have the field manual?
We're kind of short on manuals around here.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're outnumbered and they don't have many guns or weapons.
Low on ammo, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what they don't have much ammo means.
Did you say that?
Yeah.
Oh. I'll have to watch the footage back.
It's in there.
Okay.
But yeah, it's my favorite war movie of all time.
I think it's mine too.
It's very accurate. Like, it doesn't just show the glamour. Well, not glamorous, but like it shows the other side, like
the realism and
the realism and
brutality,
like, their emotions, and like in the beginning. After that, one of them breaks down and starts crying, and when one of Miller's men gets killed, he goes by himself and starts crying, and it shows the other side, the softer side of war, I guess.
Yeah, it doesn't make everyone out to be like a hero type of thing. They all have like real emotions, and
it's not like a Rambo. Like, he kills 50 men and feels nothing. Like, they actually feel for people.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know. Like we said, it is a great movie. One of the best war movies there is. I mean, great direction, great sound. I don't know if it won any Oscars or anything. It must have.
Might have. I don't know if it would say on here.
I don't know, but we'll have to put it in down below.
Yeah.
If it does. But let us know what you think of it. Let us know if you've seen it, what your favorite war movies are, and we'll see you in the future.
Talk more about the past.